Welcome to the AI for Technical Writers podcast. This is episode 1 into 10. I'm Fred.
And I'm Daphne. Great to be here, Fred.
You too, Daphne.
So today we're looking at, well, a giant in the tech world, Larry Ellison.
Right. The Oracle co-founder.
Yeah.
Our mission today is to really dig into his pretty extreme vision for artificial general intelligence.
Exactly. It's not just about what he thinks, but how Oracle is, putting its money where its mouth is. We're talking massive investments here. $500 billion. Massive.
Okay. And this is super relevant for our audience, right?
Yeah.
Technical writers, doc specialists, IT pros.
Absolutely, because Ellison's whole strategy hinges on something you all manage closely, that sensitive, proprietary enterprise data.
That makes sense. And our source for this discussion.
Yeah, it's a really timely article by our own producer, Curt Robbins. He's a senior technical writer himself.
Oh, good stuff.
The article's called AI Believers versus AI Skeptics, Larry Ellison, and it just came out October 22nd, 2025.
Got it. Okay. So Larry Ellison. Let's establish who we're talking about for anyone, maybe, who doesn't follow the enterprise space that closely.
Sure. I mean, he's not just some CEO. He's the chairman and chief technology officer of Oracle, one of the, godfathers of enterprise tech.
And incredibly wealthy. Isn't he like the second richest person now?
Yeah, something like that. Around $350 billion, give or take. So when he talks about where tech is going, well, people listen. Companies listen.
And what he's saying about AI, it's pretty bold, isn't it? It's not just, oh, AI is useful.
Bold is an understatement. He sees it as this total fundamental shift for humanity, not just another tool.
What was that quote? The comparison he made.
Oh, right. He said AI is a much bigger deal than the Industrial Revolution, electricity, and everything that's come before.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Bigger than electricity.
Yeah. I mean, think about that. He's putting AI above the steam engine, the power grid, even the internet in terms of historical impact.
So in his view, this isn't just about faster computers or better software. It's a new era.
He literally calls it a potential new golden age. He believes it's the most significant turning point in human history.
What's driving that conviction? What does he think AI, or maybe AGI, actually does that's so revolutionary?
It comes down to reasoning power, pure speed and capability. He talks about this next generation of AI having incredible reasoning power.
Reasoning power, meaning it can think, solve problems.
Exactly. Discover things, find connections, solutions that are just, beyond human capacity because our minds are too slow. This AI or AGI will reason so much faster.
That idea, that leap in problem solving, that must be the core of Oracle's business strategy then.
It absolutely is. So Oracle's sitting on all this enterprise data, right? Their whole play is how to leverage AI with that data.
But securely. That's the key for businesses, isn't it? They want AI, but they can't just feed their secret sauce into a public model.
Precisely. And that's Oracle's angle. Their competitive advantage, as Curt's article points out, is providing a secure way for companies to connect their own private critical data inside Oracle Cloud Infrastructure OCI to basically any major AI model.
So they're not forcing you into just their AI model.
Right. Whether it's Grok or OpenAI's models, Anthropic, whoever comes next, Oracle wants to be the secure bridge. Connect your data, use the model you want, all safely within OCI.
That's a smart position. Kind of like being Switzerland for AI data.
Kind of, yeah. It's a direct challenge to, say, Google or Microsoft, who might prefer you stay within their ecosystem using their models. Oracle's betting on security and neutrality.
Which makes sense why Ellison calls AI, the highest value technology we have ever seen?
That's the one. He sees it as essential, not optional. For IT leaders listening, this means AI integration isn't a someday thing. It's now. It needs planning, documentation, infrastructure upgrades now.
And this massive belief, this strategy. It leads us to this Stargate Project. The name itself is something.
It really is. Stargate LLC. We're talking about potentially up to $500 billion.
$500 billion. For what? Building data centers.
Essentially, yes, but not just any data centers. These are designed to house and power hundreds of thousands of the most advanced NVIDIA GPUs needed to train the next generation of huge, multimodal AI models. Think unprecedented scale, power, cooling, everything.
And it's not just Oracle funding this, right?
No, that's what's really interesting. It's structured as a joint venture. Key partners putting in equity are Sam Altman's OpenAI and Masayoshi Son's SoftBank.
Okay, so OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle Corp. All in on this. What's Oracle's specific piece of the puzzle?
Oracle provides the foundation, the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, the OCI, and the network fabric to connect it all.
So for our audience,
Yeah.
Imagine documenting the security protocols and interfaces for that kind of setup. 3 giants, all needing access, training these massive models.
Exactly. The complexity is immense. You need incredibly resilient, low-latency connections across different cloud environments, potentially. The documentation standards alone need to evolve for that kind of multi-vendor, high-stakes reality.
It's like the ultimate complex system build.
It really is. They're building the physical gateway for the kind of AI reasoning power Ellison keeps talking about.
Okay, this is fascinating. Let's take a brief break for a special message from our producer, Curt Robbins.
Hi, this is Curt Robbins. First, thanks for listening. I truly appreciate your support. I want to let you know that I'm currently accepting new clients. My rates are affordable, and I have more than 25 years of experience working for enterprise companies like Microsoft, Northrop Grumman, Oracle, PNC Bank, FedEx, USAA, and Wells Fargo, among many others. If you want to improve your IT documentation and communications, hire me. I deliver fast, know how to use AI to improve efficiency and accuracy, and love going the extra mile to satisfy my clients. Thank you for subscribing and listening. Back to you, Daphne and Fred.
Welcome back to the AI for Technical Writers podcast.
All right, before the break, we were talking about the sheer scale of the $500 billion Stargate project, the infrastructure side.
Right, the how.
So now let's talk about the why. What's the promised payoff? Why build something so monumental?
Well, according to Ellison, it's about solving humanity's biggest, oldest problems. He really emphasizes the potential of AGI here.
And he often points to medicine, doesn't he, as a prime example?
Yes, absolutely. That seems to be where he sees the most immediate and maybe most profound impact. He gets quite specific about applications in cancer treatment.
Specific how?
Yeah.
What kind of applications?
Okay, so first, there's early detection. He talks about using AI to analyze, say, a routine blood test and finding tiny, tiny fragments of tumors floating in the blood.
Stuff you'd normally miss completely.
Exactly. Finding cancer way, way earlier than current methods, before symptoms even show up, that alone could be revolutionary for preventative care, right?
Totally changes the game. But there's more.
Oh, yeah. The really wild part is personalized treatment. So imagine they sequence the genes of your specific tumor.
Okay.
Then they use AI, presumably this powerful AGI running on the Stargate infrastructure, to design a unique vaccine just for you, specifically targeting your cancer's genetic signature.
Wow. A completely individualized cancer vaccine.
Right. Not a general chemo, but a tailored inoculation against your own cancer.
And the speed. Didn't he mention something about the speed of developing these?
Yes. This is the bit that just sounds like science fiction. He suggested the potential to robotically design these personalized mRNA cancer vaccines in about 48 hours.
48 hours. 2 days. From sequencing the tumor to having a vaccine design.
That's the claim. I mean, just think about that. It collapses what normally takes years of research, trials,
Yeah.
into a weekend.
That's hard to even process. The implications for healthcare, for society.
It's a fundamental disruption if it pans out. And you can see why someone would become such a strong believer in AI if they think that is possible. The ability to crack problems we've struggled with for centuries.
It explains the $500 billion investment, I guess.
It certainly provides a powerful justification.
But,
Yep.
okay, there has to be a but. The source material, Curt's article, it doesn't just paint a rosy picture, does it? There's a flip side to this immense power.
Definitely. There's a significant philosophical tension, a caution that needs to be addressed. It centers on control.
Control. How so?
Well, if you build the infrastructure capable of solving all these problems, you've also potentially built the infrastructure capable of unprecedented monitoring and control.
And this came up specifically regarding AI cameras and surveillance systems.
It did. Ellison made some waves with a pretty controversial statement about why widespread monitoring could be a good thing.
What did he say?
The quote that got everyone talking was something like, citizens will be on their best behavior because we are constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Okay. Wow. That sounds familiar, like something out of a book.
Immediately, people drew comparisons to George Orwell's 1984. Understandably so.
He presented it as a positive. Like better behavior, more accountability.
That seemed to be his framing, yeah. Maybe reducing crime, keeping everyone honest, even governments. But critics, quite rightly, pointed out the enormous risk
Which is?
that building these incredibly powerful, centralized AI systems running on infrastructure like Oracle's OCI, which Stargate relies on, concentrates terrifying amounts of power. It essentially creates the perfect foundation for a total surveillance state.
So the same tech that could cure cancer could also enable constant monitoring of everyone.
That's the duality. That's the core tension that, especially for our audience, is so critical to understand. Ellison's vision is pushing enterprises, pushing you to embrace AI, modernize your data strategies, get ready for this integration.
Right, because you need it to stay competitive, potentially solve huge problems.
But the very systems you're documenting, the security protocols you're writing for OCI connections, the data governance frameworks you're implementing, these are the building blocks.
The building blocks for either future, the golden age, or something else.
Exactly. The choices made now about how we structure this, how we govern the data, how we manage access to these powerful systems, they directly shape which path we go down.
So technical writers, IT professionals,
Yeah.
we're not just documenting features, we're documenting the architecture of what comes next, good or bad.
You're documenting the potential pathways, the infrastructure for flourishing or the infrastructure for control. The governance decisions around enterprise data today are critical. That's the real weight behind this massive bet Ellison is making.
That is definitely something to think about. A necessary, if challenging, perspective.
It really is.
Thank you for listening to the AI for Technical Writers podcast, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share.
We'll see you next week.